All right, welcome back to CH Sports. Today we are looking at the 2021 Lord of the Flings out of Blue Lake Disc Golf Course. My name is Chris Nelson, once again joined by my commentary partner DJ Herrington. How's it going, DJ?
What's up, everyone?
Coverage sponsors: Flight Towel, Upper Park Disc Golf, and Resistance Discs. This is our feature card for the day. Myself, Andrew Nava out of Beaverton, Jason Hardin out of Portland, and Taylor Coulam also out of Portland. As always, huge shout out to Jeremy Allison for running this event. He ran a couple B tiers last summer that were pretty fun, so definitely be on the lookout for those again this year.
Yeah, moving right into hole one here. Hole one, the traditional play to card the 2, but in this tournament we're playing it as a par 4. In the Portland Open it is a par 3. You throw a big roller that has to get all the way through this low ceiling.
Yeah, I'm going roller. Definitely feel it's usually like a left to right crosswind. The wind is always coming from the river, which is to the left of the park. And it's just going to shove my flippy roller into the road, out of bounds.
Yeah, that OB on the right doesn't seem like it's quite in play, but when that left to right wind comes in and that gets that underside of the disc, it'll push discs all the way across the street.
That kind of eliminates my chance at the 3, barring a really long putt. Here's Andrew Nava. Little early release on the first hole, but only 455 par 4, so still has a chance for birdie from there.
Yeah, the air shot is definitely the safe play. If you're just trying to card a 3, you're not going for the 2. Just get down there as far as you can. And here we got Jason, one of the best lefties in the state of Oregon, and one of the furthest throwing lefties I've ever seen.
Agree. Both of those points. He's going roller. Definitely just too much cut. But for this tournament, I think we're playing OB as the road as well as long cut grass. So we're ignoring any stakes on the course as it's kind of inconsistent. And we're just playing the long cut. Last one.
Yeah, I believe this one was just the road on the OB right on this one.
Last up on the card, Taylor Coulam, fan favorite out of Vancouver, Washington. He's also looks like he's lining up the roller. He's got a good cut angle on this. It's just got to stay in the fairway.
Yeah, it flips up a little early. He'll have a long look, maybe from circle 2.
Yeah, should be a pretty easy birdie for him nonetheless.
Big forehand from Jason. Looks like it just clips a little bit of that last tree and settles in there. He'll have a putt for his 3.
This was, oh man, I want to say around August. So, Blue Lake, very dry. Grass is nice and dead. So, greens are going to be a little faster. Here's Taylor. We know he can ring them in from out here, but he's just going to put it close, secure the birdie. Here's my 3rd shot after the out of bounds, and that's just going to have to settle for par.
Yeah, and here's Jason for his 3.
I think he's putting Lunas for the tournament. That's a good way to start. The hole one of the Pro Tours was called a par 3. I think for the upper level players that is accurate. It's a pretty soft par 4, but at 455 it's kind of one of those in between holes and listed as a par 4 to help us kind of feel good about an opening hole birdie.
Absolutely. It's one of those holes that requires a very specific shot, and if you don't have that shot, it'll play as a par 4 for most people.
I'm definitely frustrated about a 4. I know I get a 3 on that hole countless practice rounds, but lose a stroke to the card to open the tournament. But Blue Lake, name of the game is to score on the front 9 and just hold on the back. Let's see how it goes. Hole 2, 425. You got OB all along the left side again, that same long grass. And then that far right tree that Andrew's headed towards with the caution tape is mandoed. So he's going to miss it. As you need to go.
Yeah, he flips it a bit too early there. If you're playing that backhand play, you really have to commit to throwing it over the out of bounds that you see Jason throwing over right here with a really flippy disc. Jason's lucky and he throws left-handed and can just throw a big hyzer.
Yeah, huge advantage for Jason. Just a wide open hyzer for him. Taylor trying to show us the up the gut line, but just like hole 1, you kind of feel a sneaky little headwind on this one, and it gets a hold of Taylor's disc there. I'm throwing flippy eagle. Like DJ said, you just got to commit to throwing it over the out of bounds, and I do so pretty well. It gets me to about 35.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Yeah. Drop zone if you miss the mando or out of bounds. I think this is just if you miss the mando. You head to the drop zone. If you go out of bounds left side, you probably just take it from last and bounce. But not really a chance to save par. Both those guys going to have to pitch up for bogey.
Yeah, this is Jason for his 2 here. Circle's edge. Yeah, great putt.
2 down through 2 at Blue Lake. That feels good. It's a good start.
And the little resistance disc slow-mo replay.
Nice. Straddle stance using all the ceiling. Here I am, like, oh man, 20, little over 20. Oh,
and just left it short. A little bit of a ceiling you were dealing with there, but
yeah,
some early round.
Definitely did come off my hand right. Putter never really got above the cage, so. They're parring hole 1. I know I definitely wanted that one, and can't say I'm too pleased with that effort.
Yeah, that's definitely a birdie you want to make when 2 of your other card mates miss the mando. It's really nice to pick up 2 strokes there after they all got one back on you, or got one on you to start the tournament on hole 1. But you'll chalk up a par, a couple bogeys. Jason with a great putt to secure the 2. So we got a few even pars through 2. Jason starting off well at 2 under through 2. Moving into hole 3, Jason is taking a crazy line.
Yeah, maybe a Jason Hardin Jr. line, if you will. He's going to show us a couple of those this round, but he's basically throwing the hyzer over out of bounds the whole way and hoping to land probably further than a lot of the righty backhand shots will go. So we'll see how he ends up. I'm just taking the spike hyzer over the top, trying to get it in the middle. Andrew, same thing. I like this a little more. It's pushing forward on a nice angle. Taylor also.
You can't really tell where these land from this camera angle. Jason ended up a little bit right and caught up and just has to pitch up.
Yeah, a little too far for Jason. Taylor, I don't remember if he was in or out on the tee shot, but looks like that got a nice settle there. So my drive landed in an ideal spot. I don't force my stud over enough, but I think it holds on by a couple blades of grass to keep me in bounds.
Yeah, lucky to stay in there.
He's definitely headed toward the OB. Andrew, classic rock turnover. That's his bread and butter.
This is Jason lining up for a long look-at birdie here after having to lay up and play the safe shot. Giving it a little bit of a run. Oh,
what a luxury to have. Yeah.
Almost cans it from
That
deep.
looked good the whole way. Taylor also no slouch in the distance putting game except for that attempt. There's a better looking putt from myself. Hole 3. Yeah, hole 3 is not an easy par 4. It's just a ton of OB up here by the basket, so nice way to get on the board. Jason is going to clean up his par.
Andrew just tapping in his birdie.
Taylor gets the par. So 2 fringe shots, inbounds, doesn't matter. He's a par. Like I said, if you've played bootleg before, you know the front 9. You kind of feel that pressure of all these holes feeling like a must get. So you want to get as far under par as you can. This is definitely in that must get category. Hole 4, only 300 dead straight. OB on the left side of the basket and kind of like a natural OB on the right that I unfortunately flew into.
Yeah, this hole's about as point and shoot as it gets. 300 feet, step up with whatever you throw, that distance, throw it straight.
Yeah, Andrew, I went with a Malta. Andrew went with a Color Glow Rock 3. Both of us just kind of juiced it a little too much. Jason, right over the basket. I think that was a link.
Yeah, and I like this hole for a back or righty forehand or lefty backhand as it plays away from that out of bounds.
Yeah, all 3
Taylor grip locking just a little bit.
All 3 of us, yeah, taking that righty backhand line, finding that natural OB. Taylor stays on the fringe of it, kind of has a look, but it's just tough from that side of the bucket. I do not have a look. Just trying to lay up and oh no.
Oh, stop rolling. Oh, good tree. Oh man.
Imagine it just cut rolls right out of bounds. But yeah, frustrating. Hole 4 is a hole you really need a birdie, and now I got a 20-footer for par. Oh, this is a must make. Get it on the pole, luckily. But yeah, missing.
And you guys are making this hole look a lot harder than it is.
Missing hole 1
I think this probably plays as one of the easiest holes on the course.
For sure. Because even if you go out of bounds left, you're 15 feet. So rarely do you see bogeys on this hole. It's almost always just 3 Ps. But Jason doing what you're supposed to do.
For in round 1, average 2.84. So quite a few birdies. You see a lot of pars, as you were saying, those 3 Ps.
Yeah. But Jason gets a stroke on the card there with a pretty textbook birdie. A bit of a slow start for everyone else besides the lefty. We'll get back into it after a word from our sponsors.
welcome back as we jump right in here to hole number 5. This is a par 4 playing 590 feet. Pretty much big righty forehand, lefty backhand, hyzer, righty turnover, anywhere to get you into this landing zone that's about 350 feet up the fairway. And then you're going to take a direct right turn and play towards the basket on the dog leg.
Yeah, another hole where Jason can kind of just bomb a lefty hyzer, us righties. A little bit more of a touchy shot. Myself overturned it. Andrew, not enough turn. See if Taylor can find the sweet spot in between. It's closer, but right next to that AM pad. Here's your second shot. I got OB with those green trees on the left, and then OB on the right. You have a lot more room off to the right, but that was a pretty good looking shot from Taylor.
Yeah, definitely a good shot from Taylor. Andrew just needs to miss that tree. It's like he might have clipped it just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm at the spot where I'm at a lot. It's like either a sharp backhand turnover or a spike hyzer forehand. And I push it into that left side out of bounds, but I think with the cut line we're playing today, I stay in bounds.
Yeah, and Jason is actually lining up an eagle look here. He's gotten way around the corner, lucky with that lefty backhand play.
Yeah, just long from 70, 80. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but Jason can putt so far.
Oh, asking for it to sit. I think it stayed in bounds.
Putting woes continue for me. It's not coming off my hand right. Here's Jason for the comeback birdie. Nice.
Yeah, and after running the eagle look and putting it 30, 35 past, bangs the putt for the solid birdie.
Jason's staying hot.
Looks like Andrew just got in that little bit of trail that's still in bounds back there.
Yeah, not an automatic putt. He's about 18 feet, a little under the bucket, so I've missed some putts from there. I know that feeling. But this is Taylor for birdie? Pretty sure?
Yeah, he had a great second shot there.
Good hit for the bird. I got about 12 feet. Just need to tap this in for par. Oh, I remember that now, yeah. Came out of my hand hot. Maybe a little headwind, but unforced error forces me to card a bogey on 5, and I drop back to even.
Yeah, a little bit more wind there when you picked up the grass than that what you can see on camera. Blue Lake is known to get a little bit breezy. As Jason stays hot, 4 through 5, Taylor and Andrew sitting one down, and after the unfortunate bogey, you are sitting at even through 5.
Yeah, not ideal. So hole 6 is a good hole to right the ship. 280, you have that dead straight shot if you want it, but a lot of righty backhand players will kind of take this spike hyzer over the right side. These trees, they're getting tall, so it's getting harder and harder every year. But
yeah, they have been cut back since this tournament, and they've been cut down a little bit. There was a big debate going on, I think on the debate page on Facebook, that showed this hole from 2014 Worlds versus now, and all of these bushes in front of you that we're throwing over were not even in play back then.
yeah, if you see that picture, it's like just a shortcut grass field in front of you on 6. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, so drive was not very
A
close
good
for
effort.
me. Just pulled it to the right, and I'm not gonna birdie 6 either. So rough start to begin my Blue Lake tournament.
And Jason's slowing down a little bit there. Looks like he's going to card the 3.
Yeah, looks like Taylor is putting with those swans, and he squeaks it in bottom right. Gets that birdie.
Yeah, getting one back on Jason here. Can't let him blow everyone out of the water quite here yet.
Andrew connects.
Man, watching this, I really can't wait for spring and summer disc golf. I can't wait for this good weather to be back.
Well, you and I both, man. Especially after playing San Am last weekend, where it was just sloppy and muddy. But yeah, clear.
Yeah, bring me shorts and t-shirt weather. I'll chalk it up. I like being a fair weather golfer. As much as we do play in the wintertime, I prefer to play in good weather.
100%. Andrew and Taylor get a stroke back on Jason, but I would say so far Jason is the only one kind of on pace for this Blue Lake front 9.
Taylor throwing an ideal drive here on 7. Long par 5, 945 feet, low ceiling, all the way to the basket.
Yeah.
I can't tell if it got past that grouping of trees on the left.
Yeah, we'll see. Low out of the hand, it kind of cut rolls. Only danger off this tree is what Andrew did and what Jason is headed into. Both sides can get pretty nasty and really obstruct your second shot.
Yeah, and you're just playing the nice golf shot here, taking your PD, throwing it straight, little bit of flex. Not too worried about how much distance you're getting off the tee, just worried about getting in the right landing zone.
Yeah, I need a birdie in the worst way. So, yeah, Andrew cut rolled a bit under these branches, so has to go a knee forehand. But he can still birdie. He's probably got about 400 or less than 400 to the pin.
And Jason is inside of this filbert, trying to just get some sort of lie. Snaps his forehand over just a little bit. I couldn't tell if it hit the tree or if it cut rolled back into the fairway there. Kind of lost it.
It's always... I land here a lot off the tee, and it's kind of a in-between distance for me where if I really want to go for a putt at the 3, I can, but you still have that road looming on the right and that tall grass stuff that Taylor's headed towards on the left, and it's such an easy birdie. It's hard to go for it all on that second shot.
Right, because the eagle is just staring at you right there. If you have a good drive off the tee, it's really hard not to go for this
Exactly.
green.
Great up and down there from Andrew. That should give him a pretty good birdie chance. That's where that turnover forehand ended up in. Beautiful upshot from Jason.
Yeah, nice turnover. I think that was a link.
Yeah, he loves throwing links. Pretty casual from Taylor. I have a bid for the 3. Oh, but
yeah, nice soft run.
Super downhill from about 60. I'll take the tap in birdie.
Andrew getting up and down for a nice birdie there.
Yeah, his tee shot took away any possibility of the 3, so from there you just chalk it up and Play for the 4. Usually not too bad.
Yeah, and it looks like we'll have a little bit of a star frame here.
Nice.
First one of the day.
Yeah. Hole 7, first star frame of the day. Oh, I think that's on me for a couple of those earlier holes, but we do get one. Everyone moves a stroke under par again. Jason Hardin, 5 down through 7. That's kind of the pace you're looking for out here on the front 9. Hole 8. If you have the righty forehand, pretty standard shot. It plays definitely longer than 265. I will say that.
Yeah, it does. That creek that runs through, you really have to push your forehand out straight a long ways before it starts the hyzer, or you start bringing that creek into play.
Both those forehands really, really money. I think Andrew parked it there with a flex destroyer. Jason, another luxury for being a lefty, just gets to pump a nice standard hyzer, and it's parked.
I like that one.
I'm flicking Firebird. This hole has given me fits in the past. So instead of trying to soften up a destroyer, I just throw the Firebird as hard as I can.
Yeah, and had a good check up there. You'll see the flare skip every now and then when it's close, and you'll end up down in the creek. But all you guys got pretty good ground play there and stayed close.
It's all the furthest out from 15, so this is a fantastic set of drives on hole 8. It's a really easy 2-shot swing hole. If you don't cross that creek onto this side of the green, you're putting from the drop zone about 50 feet short. So
yeah, this just always seems like one of those holes to me when I step up to it. It's a good shot, you're going to be within the circle or parked, and a bad shot, you're more than likely taking a 4. There's not a lot of par chances unless you just push your forehand straight and end up with a circle 2 putt, but generally those all filter towards the basket.
hole 9, probably, I mean, talking must-gets, this is probably the #1 on the horse in MPO.
Yeah, hole 9, almost the entire pro field birdied, or carded the 3 on. As a par 4, it averaged 3.24, so almost a full stroke under par.
Yeah, we always kind of discuss what can be done about this hole, because as it stands right now, the landing zone is incredibly forgiving on both the right and left sides. As you see here, Taylor is pretty far right of the center cut fairway, but he still has 30 feet more room if he wants it. I would love to see this hole, this landing zone cut in a lot shorter, or man, I don't know, bring the tee pad up to the creek and maybe just make it a par 3, because par 4 averaging 3.2.
I just think if you bring that basket back towards the tee pad a bit and put it right in the middle of that cut there, maybe 30 feet past into that center cut of the walkway there, I think it would be an awesome par 3.
But it's also too long at 425. I don't think any of the the local pros are thinking 2. It's just a bit too far for that, and it's such an easy 3. So
yeah, the green's just so dangerous. There's definitely guys that can throw that far, but if you look around this green, it's just OB everywhere, and it's much easier just to lay up, take your 3, move on to hole 10.
So what's that? 3?
Jason,
Yeah, 3 straight star frames to finish out the front 9. That's more what we're hoping for our feature card.
Yeah, everyone's warming up a little bit, getting back on pace. What you're looking for at Blue Lake.
Yeah, gotta get these birdies now because we do not have a whole lot of easy par fours ahead of us after this.
After this hole is where the course starts showing its teeth a little bit, and you understand why this is an elite level course and why they hold a Pro Tour event at Flings.
So through 9.
Good last 3 holes.
Yeah, great last 3 holes for us. It helps me get to that 3-down mark, but I am falling behind here. Andrew Nava, Taylor Coulam at 5, and Jason Hardin setting the pace at 7 under. Kind of our round wrap up. Jason Hardin, the only one without a bogey as well. That's what you're looking for out here.
Yeah, looking to keep the green. We will catch you guys on the back 9. We'll see you then.
Hey guys, Collin here with CH Sports. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to my coverage sponsors. These videos would not be able to come to life without these people's help, so I really appreciate it. There's plans starting as low as $3 a month, and every single dollar helps grow the channel. If you would like to see your name or business listed in the credits of every single one of my videos, please head over to patreon.com/chsports.